I bet you didn't know that while the world was grappling with COVID-19, another virus was quietly emerging: Mpox. This viral disease, once confined to certain regions, has emerged as a global health concern, prompting widespread efforts to understand, prevent, and treat it. While the emergence of any new virus can be unsettling, it's important to approach the situation with a balance of caution and accurate information. Understanding Mpox and the factors that contribute to its spread is crucial for effective prevention and control. This essay seeks to provide a clear and concise overview of Mpox, covering its origins, transmission, symptoms, and prevention strategies. By equipping ourselves with this knowledge, we can make informed decisions to protect ourselves and our communities. The information presented here is intended for general knowledge and should not be considered a substitute for professional medical advice. If you have concerns about Mpox or your health, it's essential to consult a qualified healthcare professional. Mpox is a viral disease caused by the Mpox virus. This virus belongs to the same family as the variola virus, which causes smallpox. Smallpox is a much more severe disease than Mpox and was eradicated in 1980. However, the similarity between the two viruses means that the smallpox vaccine can provide some protection against Mpox. Mpox typically presents with milder symptoms compared to smallpox. The disease often begins with flu-like symptoms, such as fever, headache, muscle aches, and fatigue. After a few days, a rash develops, often starting on the face and spreading to other parts of the body. The rash progresses through stages, from flat red spots to raised bumps filled with fluid, eventually forming scabs that fall off. While Mpox is generally less severe than smallpox, it can still cause serious illness in some individuals, particularly those with weakened immune systems. Understanding the key differences and similarities between Mpox and smallpox is crucial for accurate diagnosis and appropriate medical management. Mpox is a zoonotic disease, meaning it can spread from animals to humans. The virus is believed to have originated in rodents, particularly rope squirrels, in Central and West Africa. The first human case of Mpox was identified in 1970 in the Democratic Republic of Congo. Since then, sporadic outbreaks have been reported in several Central and West African countries. In 2022, an unusual outbreak of Mpox occurred outside of Africa, primarily affecting men who have sex with men. This outbreak spread rapidly to multiple countries, raising concerns about a potential global pandemic. Investigations into the origins of this outbreak are ongoing. While the exact mechanisms of animal-to-human transmission are still being studied, it's believed that contact with infected animals or their bodily fluids plays a significant role. Human-to-human transmission can occur through close contact with an infected person's rash, bodily fluids, or respiratory droplets. Contact with contaminated materials, such as bedding or clothing, can also spread the virus. Section 4. Recognizing the signs. Symptoms of Mpox. Recognizing the symptoms of Mpox is crucial for early detection and prompt medical attention. The incubation period, which is the time between exposure to the virus and the onset of symptoms, is typically 5 to 21 days. Initial symptoms of Mpox often resemble those of the flu, including fever, a rise in body temperature, often accompanied by chills or sweating, headache, pain or discomfort in the head, ranging from mild to severe, muscle aches, pain or stiffness in the muscles, often throughout the body, and fatigue, a feeling of tiredness, weakness, or lack of energy. Following the flu-like symptoms, a distinctive rash develops, often starting on the face before spreading to other parts of the body, including the palms of the hands and soles of the feet. The rash evolves through several stages: macules, flat, red, discolored areas on the skin; papules, small raised bumps on the skin; vesicles, small fluid-filled blisters on the skin; pustules, pus-filled bumps on the skin, and finally scabs, dry, crusty coverings that form over the healing lesions. Section 5. How Mpox spreads. Transmission methods. Understanding how Mpox spreads is essential for implementing effective prevention strategies. The virus spreads primarily through close contact with an infected person or animal. Here are the main transmission methods. Direct contact with the rash. Touching the Mpox rash, especially when the blisters are present, can transmit the virus. Contact with bodily fluids. Exposure to an infected person's saliva, respiratory secretions, or pus from the rash can lead to infection. Respiratory droplets. Prolonged face-to-face contact with an infected person can allow for the transmission of respiratory droplets containing the virus. And contaminated materials. Touching objects or surfaces that have been contaminated with the virus, such as bedding, clothing, or towels, can spread Mpox. It's important to note that Mpox is not considered highly contagious. Casual contact, such as passing someone in a public space, is unlikely to transmit the virus. However, practicing good hygiene and avoiding close contact with infected individuals are crucial preventive measures.